So if we zoom into the stack here, we can see that our steel stained is gaining some of the kind of like height information from our iron forged. And it's a bit more noticeable if we turn the iron forged on and off, you can see it. Now in this case, it's metal on metal. I don't think that it's necessarily that big of an issue, but this is a good example to show how we can kind of work on eliminating that. So let's go ahead and look at where that information is coming from. We can see that if we go to our height channel here, and blur the opacity down, that's most definitely inheriting the height information, but we can also take care of the normal still. So we'll go to normal here, and we will select our normal here for steel base. We'll change this from normal matte combined to normal, and then we can come up here to our height, and we can come down here and see that our steel base actually doesn't have height. So even if we change this to normal, the height information is still going to come through because this is just an alpha. If I show you the height information here, you can see that there is none, that this transparency represents that there's no alpha, or that there's no height information there. So what we can do is if we turn it on, because the material has height information, we run the risk of it kind of including that height information. So we can add kind of what I just call a proxy layer, which these are very helpful, is just creating fill layers. Let's just call this height neutral. And we'll put this on the bottom, and we don't need the color, the metal, the roughness, or the normal. And we'll just leave that height at 0, and we will set this to normal. And then we'll turn this back on. And we will switch back to our material lighting. And we can see now that when we turn this on and off, it has no effect on our height information. And that's just kind of important to pay attention to. So now that we kind of have added a little bit of character, and you can kind of keep playing with that, you can even add some kind of maybe smudges here on the top of the railing there. We kind of have like a good look going on for our wood stove. So let's go ahead and focus on this towel.